The following is a paid presentation brought to you by Sono Bello, a trusted leader in total body transformation and facial rejuvenation.
How many miles have you run to try to reduce those thighs? How many diets have you been on in an attempt to slim down your hips? How many years have you been trying to get rid of that stubborn abdominal fat?
I had daughters that needed to look up to me, and I didn't want them to see their mom just let go and not care about herself.
I could exercise, I could diet, it didn't matter. It was always there.
Finally, there's a proven way to get rid of all those diet and workout-resistant stubborn fat areas in just one day. One day to remove the fat so you can get the body you've always wanted.
I've worked on getting rid of my midsection for 22 years. Sono Bello was able to fix it in one day.
I put those jeans on and that tight-fitting t-shirt, and I just felt so sexy.
Sono Bello is the trusted leader in total body transformation and facial rejuvenation. With locations throughout the United States, over 100,000 women and men have turned to Sono Bello's board-certified plastic surgeons to not only artfully remove their diet and exercise-resistant fat, but to completely transform their bodies and their lives. And today, you're going to find out how.
Every day in my family practice, I help my patients understand the best ways to avoid the health problems that come with weight gain. But to be honest, a lot of my patients get frustrated with problem areas of fat that just won't go away. And sometimes, no matter how hard you diet or exercise, it doesn't seem to help. That's why I was intrigued when I started hearing about all the people who'd gone to Sono Bello to get help with problem area fat. What they said sounded almost too good to be true. Remove stubborn fat in just one day with only local anesthesia and minimal downtime? I had to investigate, but first, I want you to hear what I learned from one of their patients. What she told me, I would have never expected.
My name is Kelly Chauvin. I'm a mother of 2 boys. My husband was in the military, and so we traveled a lot. So I felt that my responsibility was to take care of my kids and be there for my husband, and I kind of came last. So I would say I've always struggled with my midsection, and it made me very self-conscious about myself. I have joined multiple gyms, hired personal trainers to help with my midsection. Nothing was working. I kind of gave up on myself. And that's when I found Sono Bello. I was impressed by the before and after pictures, seeing all the results that other people had. I went in for a consultation, and it all went from there. I've worked on changing my body, getting rid of my midsection for 22 years. And Sono Bello was able to fix it in one day. When my husband saw me, oh God, I can't, sorry. He said that I was gorgeous before my procedure, but now I am more confident about myself. It's an amazing feeling. Somebody is telling you you look beautiful, that you are sexy, because I never believed him before. You can see it in my face, how happy I am. It's a whole new me, and I love my body.
I'm here with Dr. Amy Buchanan at one of the many Sono Bello centers across the country. Dr. Buchanan, walk me through a little bit what a patient's going to encounter on their first visit to a Sono Bello center.
When a patient comes in for a complimentary consultation at Sono Bello, they first meet with a patient care coordinator.
Oh, welcome to Sono Bello.
And this is where we really get to learn a lot about the patient, what areas they want to treat, and what their goals are.
I guess the biggest problem for me is I tend to lose weight from the top down and from my legs up, so it's like it all sort of condenses in the middle.
Then they get to meet with me. That's the time that I get to know the patient myself, find out what their goals are, and take the patient through a step-by-step process about what is going to happen to them with their procedure and what they can expect.
And what are some of the common areas people come in concerned about?
One of the most common areas is their kind of torso, abdomen area. No matter how much exercise or diet many people do, they still can't get rid of this little area right around their waist.
I had 2 sons born by C-section, and after afterwards, my body just never went back to being the same that it was. It's not something I've ever had to struggle with. Like through high school, I played all year-round sports, and then after having kids, it's just like your body just never goes back to being the same.
Patient after patient that I have a consultation with, their image of themselves inside is not what they see on the outside. And that really affects so many aspects of their life. And after they have a procedure with me, they have a whole new outlook on life. And you can see it in their eyes and the way they move, and it's incredibly rewarding.
After Sono Bello, people notice in a week. And it's not even a weight thing, it's about it boosts your confidence and your self-esteem. I'm ecstatic that I went to Sono Bello.
We're starting here with a board-certified plastic surgeon who transforms bodies every day at one of the many Sono Bello centers across the country. Say hello to Dr. Honore Opaku of Sono Bello.
Thank you. You can call me Dr. O.
Dr. O, well, thank you for being here. You know, people at home, they hear plastic surgery procedure and they think, this sounds invasive, it sounds like a big deal, it sounds maybe dangerous. What is the Sono Bello body sculpting process?
It's a procedure done under local anesthesia, so you're awake, you're talking to me, and we use laser and liposuction combined, which helps melt the fat, and we also remove the fat. And by using the laser, we also tighten the skin. It makes it more comfortable for the patient. There's less trauma, less bruising, less downtime, so they're up and about quicker, and most of the patients are back to work in 2 to 3 days.
A lot of people, you know, are dieting correctly, they're exercising correctly, but because of metabolism, because of genetics, frankly, because we get older, it can be very hard to get rid of some of those fat areas, no matter what you do.
It's a very personal decision, and it's a decision that people do not take lightly, and they shouldn't take lightly. You're doing something which you could not achieve by yourself. You had the diet, you had the exercise, you had the personal trainer, the diet coach, the life coach, all sorts of coaches. You spend all this money, and you're still in the same place. Now we have a simple, straightforward procedure that's gonna remove the fat that bothers you in a couple hours.
When I was a kid, all my friends and other people always were super skinny, and I just wasn't that kid. My hips were really my biggest thing, and my outer thighs. And then as I just got older and grew up, became a woman, those areas just got bigger. I could exercise, I could diet, it didn't matter. It was always there. I thought I was the only one that had these specific gatherings of fat on my hips. That was a big deal, going out with friends or whatever it might be, putting on a bathing suit. You know, I just kind of resigned myself to the fact that, all right, I'm figuring out what clothes to wear and what to choose in order to camouflage those areas. I had someone at work say, hey, Jen, there's this place I'm going in, it's called Sono Bello. I really was skeptical of the whole thing, really. And so she came back literally within a week to work, and I saw her, and she looked fantastic. And I thought, okay, this is real. After all the years of really struggling with having those chunks and trying to figure out what to wear, how to camouflage, those chunks, that fat area was gone. All I could think of was, why didn't I do this a long time ago? Why did I not do this a long time ago? But I'm thrilled that I did it now. When I used to go to the racks at the store and look through the clothing, I'd know what I could wear and couldn't wear, what looked good and what didn't look good. And then I was automatically kind of doing that, like the first day back to shopping after I'd had the procedure done. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute, wait, back up. I can actually maybe wear that. I was in the dressing room taking shots and sending them to people like, look what I can do, look what I can wear. So, I mean, it was fun. My husband's reaction, he couldn't believe that it was that drastic of a change in such a short amount of time.
Next morning, Jen was up showing me her new body and was so excited about it. A light went on ever since the procedure.
There's just so many positive things really that come out of getting it done. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
You've been dieting and working out on and off for how many years? 5, 10? But no matter what you do, there are parts of your body that just don't seem to change. Those stubborn problem areas that drive you crazy. Until now.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. I'm just in shock.
What if you could lose that fat in just a few hours and begin to completely transform yourself?
I never imagined myself looking like that.
I just never thought that I would get there. And look at me now.
Well, now you can with Sono Bello.
With its advanced microlaser technology, Sono Bello can remove that fat in a matter of hours. In fact, over 100,000 people all across the country have trusted Sono Bello to reshape their body's problem areas for tone and natural-looking results.
She's gorgeous.
Sono Bello doctors work with you to develop a personalized plan that addresses your specific trouble spots. In a single in-office visit, Sono Bello gently removes that targeted fat and shapes your body for life-changing results.
As a national leader in total body transformation, with over 100 board-certified plastic surgeons who have performed over 100,000 procedures, Sono Bello is the largest and most experienced group practice in the United States.
The reason why I'm proud to be a member of the Sono Bello family is because we really have an emphasis on body contouring. Our body contouring is about removing the right amount of fat from the right areas to get the perfect results.
For my patients who come to Sono Bello, it's really like them taking the first step to start a whole new life.
In a day, I could see the difference, and 6 months later, it just continues to get better and better and better.
After 5 years trying to get rid of that roll of fat, Sono Bello did it in one day.
If the ways you've tried to lose fat in the past have failed, they probably won't work this time either. Do something that actually works with one of the most advanced and effective fat removal procedures available.
Sono Bello can give you the natural-looking results you've been waiting for at an amazingly affordable price.
Call for your free no-obligation consultation today and get $250 off your Sono Bello procedure.
The only thing I had to lose was the fat and the problem areas, and I had so much to gain. I've always hid behind people. In that photo, I see a confident woman. Sono Bello has changed my life.
Find out how easy and affordable it can be to get the body you've always wanted.
Call 800-995-1136 or go to sonobello.com now. There is no obligation, and Sono Bello offers payment plans for almost any budget. Call 800-995-1136 or go to sonobello.com for your free consultation right now. Call 800-995-1136.
We're taking a deeper look into Sono Bello and their approach to getting rid of stubborn problem area fat. We're joined by a board-certified plastic surgeon who transforms bodies every day at one of the many Sono Bello centers across the country. Dr. Honori Opaku. Dr. O, talk to me a little bit about the emotional changes you see in your patients when they're undergoing a physical change like what Sono Bello body sculpting provides.
In being a plastic surgeon, I love to see people being happy. And by doing this procedure, I see people being happy. I see the change. I love to see my patients light up when they walk in for a post-op visit and they're saying, "Doctor, look at me, look at the big change. I can see it. I see it through my clothes. I see it without my clothes." That is what I live for, and that is what Sono Bello specializes in.
Growing up, I was always very thin. I could eat a box of donuts before I went to bed, literally, and nothing ever happened. And I used to know if I gained a few pounds what to do to get rid of that until I didn't know what to do to get rid of that anymore. As we age, our metabolism slows down, and I think especially if you're a woman and you go through menopause, no matter how hard you work, it's very difficult to get that fat off. I would look in the mirror and I wasn't seeing the same Sandy. And even though I continued to exercise and work out and eat my 10 almonds for my snack and all of that, nothing really worked. I honestly got to the point where I'd throw away pictures and I look in the mirror and just get disgusted. Then I saw the Sono Bello commercial and then decided, you know what, I think it's time that I'll just call and just see what they have to say. I was shocked and pleasantly surprised to know, first of all, it was affordable for me. And it was done in, a couple hours right over at the clinic. My Sono Bello results far surpassed what I ever expected to be. I had spent months, if not years, trying to work off this fat. And one day going into Sono Bello completely transformed everything. I think it was the day after the surgery, I looked in the mirror and literally I had visions of me back in my 20s, with a nice flat tummy and having children.
I think the biggest change I saw with her was her own self-esteem. She had more confidence. I mean, she looks better now, I think, than she did in high school.
We retired last May and moved to a 55 and older community, and I take water aerobics every morning. And a woman came up to me and she said, "I saw you getting out of the pool. Nobody in this resort should look as good as you do." And I was like, yes. That was my highest compliment. And, you know, I have Sono Bello to thank for that.
We've heard before that plastic surgery is a realm where art and science are coming together.
It's not hard to remove fat. It's hard to remove fat well. You want to have something that look natural. You don't want to look fake and plastic. So we have to meld science and artistry together to get the best results for the patient.
What is one of the most specific things you have learned through all of this experience that you apply day to day in your interactions with your patients?
I think the most important thing is listen to the patient and make a great decision along with them, because we are partners in this journey together for the transformation that they're looking for.
Why would a person who's concerned with their body come to Sono Bello specifically?
One word: experience. We are the most experienced group of plastic surgeons in the nation. We have more than 100 board-certified plastic surgeons who specialize in total body transformation. And by doing this day in and day out, we are extremely proficient, and they feel that. They know that when they walk in, they're in capable hands, and they're gonna be very happy.
Growing up, I was a chubby kid. I love sweets. I love cookies. And so that was something that followed me on into adulthood. It was difficult carrying the weight because I couldn't even have a conversation without having to, you know, it really started to affect my back. I was having problems sleeping.
He's always been an energetic, motivated person, but it used to be when he put on a shirt and tuck it in, he was always like trying to blouse it on the side because he felt a bulge. And so he was always trying to adjust something or pull something or say, well, this is not right, this is not right.
I did do things, you know, as far as exercising and dieting to get rid of the weight. But my body shape was still the same. And so that's what led me to Sono Bello. I was very apprehensive about going into this because normally it is women that do this. But I felt like it was something that I needed to do. They set up an appointment for a consultation. And then a few days later, I came back for the procedure. This doctor was just incredible. When they say body contouring, he hit the nail on the head. I felt like he was the potter and I was the clay. And he molded me into what I am today. And so, you know, I'm thankful for that.
After his procedure, Tony was invited to the Sono Bello gallery so he could see the pictures of his transformation firsthand.
Wow, I can't believe that's me. Man, that's a transformation right there. Wow. No, I didn't love those love handles. I hated those handles. Those are hate handles. I couldn't have did this on my own. I had tried on my own. For 10 years, I had tried on my own. Jeez, I'm glad I'm not that guy no more.
Now Tony is back in action and loving his new body.
I have a lot more energy. And I just feel overall better about myself. Things between me and my wife are better.
I think you can see more of the confidence in how he feels when he put on his clothes. He's walking around like a proud peacock.
It's hard to explain the life-changing experience that it's been. This has caused me to have a brighter life.
Whether we like it or not, our appearance often affects how we feel about ourselves. So when you can't get rid of that tummy roll or those love handles, no matter how much you diet or exercise, it can take a toll on your confidence.
I've always hid behind people. Old Mariah was faking that smile.
You try everything. You starve yourself, spend hours at the gym, and pay for countless diet programs. And still, the fat won't go away.
I work to try to get rid of those lumps and bumps for almost my whole life.
What if you could lose that problem area fat in a matter of hours? Well, now you can at Sono Bello. And the dramatic results can be life-changing.
She's definitely gained a lot of more confidence in herself, more happy around me, the kids, you know, able to do a lot more things that she didn't want to do before.
Biggest difference that I see is she's happy with her body. I see her get dressed in the morning very quickly. She can pick out an outfit, which never happened before.
With its advanced micro-laser technology, Sono Bello can remove that fat in a matter of hours. In fact, over 100,000 people all across the country have trusted Sono Bello to reshape their body's problem areas for tone and natural-looking results.
I can't help but appreciate him, you know, all the more for taking the effort to look like he's looking now.
Sono Bello doctors work with you to develop a personalized plan that addresses your specific trouble spots. From love handles and stomach rolls to hips and thighs, Sono Bello customizes each and every procedure.
I see patients who have been struggling for decades to remove problem area fat. And at Sono Bello, we can remove that fat in as little as 1 day, and they get amazing results.
It's time to do something that actually works with one of the most advanced and effective fat removal procedures available from a trusted national leader.
Sono Bello can give you the natural-looking results you've been waiting for at an amazingly affordable price.
Call for your free no-obligation consultation today and get $250 off your Sono Bello procedure.
Just the fact that she feels confident and beautiful within her own body.
Now I can wear the things that I want to wear and feel sexy and comfortable all at the same time. It's fantastic.
Get rid of the fat, get your confidence back, and get the body you've always wanted.
Call 800-995-1136 or go to sonobello.com now. There is no obligation, and Sono Bello offers payment plans for almost any budget. Call 800-995-1136 or go to sonobello.com for your free consultation right now. Call 800-995-1136.
Welcome back. We are investigating an innovative approach to removing diet and exercise-resistant fat. One company called Sono Bello is using an advanced micro-laser procedure to make dramatic changes to thousands of people's lives. We're joined again by Dr. Henri Opaku, Dr. O from Sono Bello. Well, it sounds like Sono Bello is giving these patients a very good option for taking care of unwanted fat. And it sounds like most of the people that get this procedure are really happy with the results.
They love the results. They're extremely happy. And the thing that they say is, why didn't I do this before? Why did I waste that 10 years or 5 years that I could have had this removed and that saddlebags that was causing me issues, and I hated it, and I got my wardrobe all designed around it, but it still had it. Why didn't I just come to you 5 years ago to remove it?
When I was an adolescent, I had no weight issues. I was very thin. I never imagined that I could pick weight up at all. As I got older and had my children, I started to gain some weight, you know, eating wrong, very unhealthy, fast foods. It just seemed like it just came overnight. I had daughters that needed to look up to me, and I didn't want them to see their mom just let go and not care about herself, because I didn't raise them like that. So that's when I gave Sono Bello a shot. The first day I walked into Sono Bello, I felt like, okay, I'm finally taking the first step to make a difference in my life. Through my consultation, I told them what I wanted. That's exactly what I got.
After her procedure, Sono Bello invited Teresa to the gallery to see her transformation firsthand.
Oh my goodness. Wow. It's like a totally different person. Beautiful, I'm beautiful. That's all I can say. I just never thought that I would get there. And look at me now. I dieted, I exercised, but no matter what I did, that bulge was still there. It wasn't going anywhere. Sono Bello got rid of it in a day. A day. I'm so happy. I am very, very proud of what I see there. I couldn't be prouder. At 53, I feel amazing. Amazing, sexy, and vibrant, and can go out and just Dance all night long.
Those are dramatic results. As a doctor, I'm very impressed with Sono Bello and the life-changing transformations we've seen throughout the program today. But I'm even more impressed with the boost in confidence they've given back to their patients. Sono Bello has managed to marry cutting-edge science and medicine with the kind of personalized care that these days is hard to find. If you're frustrated by problem area fat that's affecting your life, I would recommend a consultation at a Sono Bello center near you. It might just be the solution you've been waiting for.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I don't know what to say. I'm just in shock.
What if you could lose fat in just a few hours and begin to completely transform yourself?
Wow. I can't believe that's me.
Nothing worked. I don't think I could have gotten to the way I look in this picture without Sono Bello.
Let's face it, sometimes no matter how much you work out or diet, there are parts of your body that just don't seem to change. Those stubborn problem areas that drive you crazy.
Anything that I wore, the muffin top would stick out.
I went to the gym, I worked out at home, would try to eat better.
After having kids, it's just like your body just never goes back to being the same.
With its advanced micro-laser technology, Sono Bello can remove that fat in a matter of hours. In fact, over 100,000 people all across the country have trusted Sono Bello to reshape their body's problem areas for toned and natural-looking results.
Seeing ain't believing. I don't know what is.
I never imagined myself looking like that.
As a national leader in total body transformation, with over 100 board-certified plastic surgeons who have performed over 100,000 procedures, Sono Bello is the largest and most experienced group practice in the United States.
Sono Bello doctors work with you to develop a personalized plan that addresses your specific trouble spots.
In a single in-office visit, Sono Bello gently removes that targeted fat and shapes your body for life-changing results.
To be able to remove problem area fat in as little as 1 day and change people's lives is immensely gratifying. As a doctor, it's just amazing to see the transformation.
After 5 years trying to get rid of that roll of fat, Sono Bello did it in 1 day.
If the ways you've tried to lose fat in the past have failed, they probably won't work this time either. Do something that actually works with one of the most advanced and effective fat removal procedures available.
Sono Bello can give you the natural-looking results you've been waiting for at an amazingly affordable price.
Call for your free no-obligation consultation today and get $250 off your Sono Bello procedure.
I want my kids to have the confident mom. Now they do.
Find out how easy and affordable it can be to get the body you've always wanted.
Call 800-995-1136 or go to sonobello.com now. There is no obligation, and Sono Bello offers payment plans for almost any budget. Call 800-995-1136 or go to sonobello.com for your free consultation right now. Call 800-995-1136.
The proceeding was a paid presentation brought to you by Sono Bello.